Your grandmother was a teacher. Your grandmother was a teacher. It could be poison. It could be poison. Unsuitable. Unsuitable. I have visited the art museum many times. I have visited the art museum many times. Not everyone can reach their goals. Not everyone can reach their goals. Can push. Can push. Who exactly should I send this message to? Who exactly should I send this message to? Can't compare next year? Can't compare next year? The sun rises from the east. The sun rises from the east. I am tired. I am tired. Is that how you pronounce it? Is that how you pronounce it? My parents bought a new car. My parents bought a new car. Should I wear a suit or dress for the interview? Should I wear a suit or dress for the interview? They were jogging in the park when they ran into an old friend. They were jogging in the park when they ran into an old friend. Birds fly in the sky. Birds fly in the sky. He is very talented. He is very talented. Last night, I laughed to myself to sleep. Last night, I laughed to myself to sleep. He submitted an article to a fashion magazine. He submitted an article to a fashion magazine. Can I have a receipt? Can I have a receipt? Even if you don't like spicy food, you should try this dish. Even if you don't like spicy food, you should try this dish. The ceiling was too high. The ceiling was too high. Will write. Will write. They are cleaning the house. They are cleaning the house. He's buying a new car next weekend. He's buying a new car next weekend. Still, there are some challenges we have to overcome. Still, there are some challenges we have to overcome. Was his nephew the sheriff? Was his nephew the sheriff? Every time everywhere. Every time everywhere. I am planning to start a new exercise program. I am planning to start a new exercise program. He has great leadership skills. He has great leadership skills. I could go home. I could go home. I am not happy with this situation. I am not happy with this situation. What's the soup of the day? What's the soup of the day? Cannot always test. Cannot always test. We appreciate your effort. We appreciate your effort. He always reads a book before going to bed. He always reads a book before going to bed. His half-sister was the butler. His half-sister was the butler. Can we set up a meeting to discuss the progress of the project? Can we set up a meeting to discuss the progress of the project? The Tommy family is one of the wealthiest families in Argentina. The Tommy family is one of the wealthiest families in Argentina. I'll have the grilled chicken Caesar salad, please. I'll have the grilled chicken Caesar salad, please. Yes, I wrote to Tony. Yes, I wrote to Tony. Am I taking advantage? Am I taking advantage? Do you have any suggestions? Do you have any suggestions? Talent. Talent. What color do you want? What color do you want? I can teach every year. I can teach every year. Relevant regional. Relevant regional. Are there stepdads athletes? Are there stepdads athletes? If he calls me, I will answer the phone. If he calls me, I will answer the phone. I agree with your thinking. I agree with your thinking. My favorite song is. My favorite song is. I can choose. I can choose. I do not know what to do. I do not know what to do. They specify. They specify. Is her brother-in-law a hairdresser? Is her brother-in-law a hairdresser? We were playing football in the park when it started to rain. We were playing football in the park when it started to rain. Serving breakfast all day? Serving breakfast all day? When we got to the venue, the concert had already started. When we got to the venue, the concert had already started. He was able to notice it in the previous 3 evenings. He was able to notice it in the previous 3 evenings. I love cats. I love cats. You have no money. You have no money. Should we clean up last year? Should we clean up last year? They organized a charity event for a good cause. They organized a charity event for a good cause. Would you like some water? Would you like some water? I'm going on a trip to Europe next month. I'm going on a trip to Europe next month. He knows. He knows. What is your phone number? What is your phone number? Here is a wonderful place. Here is a wonderful place. Will be listed annually. Will be listed annually. Can I use my reward points on this purchase? Can I use my reward points on this purchase? Can he judge often? Can he judge often? Will they be important? Will they be important? I exercised regularly, so I got more fit. I exercised regularly, so I got more fit. I will be using my computer for some work. I will be using my computer for some work. It is very complicated. It is very complicated. I need some tips to play this. I need some tips to play this. From what I see. From what I see. Later I will meet my friends for coffee. Later I will meet my friends for coffee. What was that? What was that? They are dancing at the party. They are dancing at the party. Is successful on a weekly basis. Is successful on a weekly basis. How thoughtful. How thoughtful. Should I take it now? Should I take it now? Next year he will have acquired a pet. Next year he will have acquired a pet. My wife was a sailor. My wife was a sailor. You may notice at noon. You may notice at noon. Insists. Insists. She will have finished writing her novel next week. She will have finished writing her novel next week. Don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. I'll have you checked out by the doctor. I'll have you checked out by the doctor. Your half-sister was a landscape architect. Your half-sister was a landscape architect. You must add earlier. You must add earlier. He sat on the bench in the park and read a book. He sat on the bench in the park and read a book. We have never visited that museum. We have never visited that museum. The chef will prepare a special meal for the guests. The chef will prepare a special meal for the guests. Have you ever tried scuba diving? Have you ever tried scuba diving? Can I predict 3 weeks ahead? Can I predict 3 weeks ahead? Kind of load scenario. Kind of load scenario. How many brothers and sisters does Robinson have? How many brothers and sisters does Robinson have? His daughter was a grocer. His daughter was a grocer. Are they burned? Are they burned? Get out of here. Get out of here. We saw a beautiful sunset, they said. We saw a beautiful sunset, they said. We don't burn. We don't burn. You don't go to a place like this. You don't go to a place like this. Shouldn't it be removed every week? Shouldn't it be removed every week? He was the judge at 1 a.m. the previous night. He was the judge at 1 a.m. the previous night. I'm a member of the community and I want to help it get better. I'm a member of the community and I want to help it get better. Should play sooner. Should play sooner. The city was very crowded. The city was very crowded. Your half-sister is the librarian. Your half-sister is the librarian. You shouldn't collect every day. You shouldn't collect every day. You have to be careful when crossing the street. You have to be careful when crossing the street. They were never implemented. They were never implemented. Tonight they will have dinner at a fancy restaurant. Tonight they will have dinner at a fancy restaurant. Close. Close. Is her stepdad a lawyer? Is her stepdad a lawyer? I worked at the school for 1 year. I worked at the school for 1 year. It's good to listen to music. It's good to listen to music. Son, shall we go to the park? Son, shall we go to the park? You cannot get points. You cannot get points. Will you check in early? Will you check in early? Can I have a slice of cake, please? Can I have a slice of cake, please? We don't do tailoring. We don't do tailoring. Sometimes it won't show up. Sometimes it won't show up. Let me. Wouldn't he sing after one night? Wouldn't he sing after one night? Most. Your friend is a wrestler. Your friend is a wrestler. I can't stand modern art. I can't stand modern art. Did you play video games all evening? Did you play video games all evening? Haven't I glazed often? Haven't I glazed often? I'm going to hit the sack. I'm going to hit the sack. He speaks very loudly in public. He speaks very loudly in public. Was the cashier his half-brother? Was the cashier his half-brother? Wouldn't you be a clown at sunset? Wouldn't you be a clown at sunset? Why can't we be at sunset? Why can't we be at sunset? Neighbors truckers. Neighbors truckers. I have no idea. I have no idea. He needs to prepare a presentation for the meeting. He needs to prepare a presentation for the meeting. The gas station is just ahead. The gas station is just ahead. Can't be an admin often? Can't be an admin often? Wouldn't it be an afternoon ranger? Wouldn't it be an afternoon ranger? I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. Our teacher standing at the front of the class is our new English teacher. Our teacher standing at the front of the class is our new English teacher. We are watching a movie tonight. We are watching a movie tonight. Don't mention it. Don't mention it. What do you think about our company? What do you think about our company? I wish he knew the traffic before he left the house. I wish he knew the traffic before he left the house. We're going to celebrate Halloween with a costume party. We're going to celebrate Halloween with a costume party. Is there something specific you're looking for? Is there something specific you're looking for? What is your favorite recipe? What is your favorite recipe? Certainly. Certainly. I cooked a delicious dinner. I cooked a delicious dinner. Sometimes not an ecologist? Sometimes not an ecologist? I'm grateful for your support. I'm grateful for your support. He goes to the gym 3 times a week. He goes to the gym 3 times a week. Socks are weird. Socks are weird. Your mother asked me to take care of you. Your mother asked me to take care of you. If you eat too much, you may feel sick. If you eat too much, you may feel sick. Where can I find kitchen tools? Where can I find kitchen tools? My friend told me, I bought a new laptop yesterday. My friend told me, I bought a new laptop yesterday. The streets were flooded after the storm. The streets were flooded after the storm. You must wear a helmet when riding a motorcycle. You must wear a helmet when riding a motorcycle. I can't afford a new house. I can't afford a new house. I can't believe I'm alive. I can't believe I'm alive. Their husbands were stockbrokers. Their husbands were stockbrokers. If I win the lottery, I'll buy a new car. If I win the lottery, I'll buy a new car. His colleague is an actuary. His colleague is an actuary. I'm sorry, can you please say that again? I'm sorry, can you please say that again? How much is a pack of chips? How much is a pack of chips? By the time they return, we will have prepared dinner. By the time they return, we will have prepared dinner. Where are you going? Where are you going? The doorbell rings loudly. The doorbell rings loudly. You don't go to a place like this. You don't go to a place like this. Would you please refrain from eating or drinking anything for the next hour? Would you please refrain from eating or drinking anything for the next hour? What is your email address for our mailing list? What is your email address for our mailing list? What should these values be? What should these values be? Were you under control at noon? Were you under control at noon? Be patient. Be patient. He hated it every week. He hated it every week. Analyzed immediately. Analyzed immediately. I'm sick so I'll stay in bed. I'm sick so I'll stay in bed. I'm going to the synagogue. I'm going to the synagogue. He is on a vacation. He is on a vacation. The movie was watched by millions of people. The movie was watched by millions of people. I'm interviewing you. I'm interviewing you. Candidate to promote. Candidate to promote. Children operator. Children operator. Although it was expensive, I decided to buy the car. Although it was expensive, I decided to buy the car. My nephew was a gardener. My nephew was a gardener. The book is very long, it will take some time to finish. The book is very long, it will take some time to finish. Would measure. Would measure. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. Your wife was a physicist. Your wife was a physicist. Didn't they work at dawn? Didn't they work at dawn? Can become a journeyman immediately. Can become a journeyman immediately. Aren't we going to be playwrights at sunrise? Aren't we going to be playwrights at sunrise? Does not respond every day. Does not respond every day. The team's strategy was deemed insufficient to win the match. The team's strategy was deemed insufficient to win the match. Can create. Can create. He read a novel during his vacation. He read a novel during his vacation. Is it all over? Is it all over? We did not apply. We did not apply. I drink 2 cups of coffee every morning. I drink 2 cups of coffee every morning. The document has been edited for errors. The document has been edited for errors. I could taste the sweetness of the cake. I could taste the sweetness of the cake. Where will you fly from? Where will you fly from? The flowers blooming in the garden are very beautiful. The flowers blooming in the garden are very beautiful. I don't want to lose my love for magazines. I don't want to lose my love for magazines. We should have invited more people to the party. We should have invited more people to the party. I enjoy spending time with my family. I enjoy spending time with my family. I can't get on the roller coaster. I get motion sickness. I can't get on the roller coaster. I get motion sickness. Don't make a decision after 3 weeks. Don't make a decision after 3 weeks. Can we go shopping this weekend? Can we go shopping this weekend? There is a picture on the wall. There is a picture on the wall. 2 I will go out if it is not wet. 2 I will go out if it is not wet. Do you think I'm cute? Do you think I'm cute? I'd rather go to the beach than stay at home. I'd rather go to the beach than stay at home. How much does a movie ticket cost? How much does a movie ticket cost? He had his computer repaired by a computer technician. He had his computer repaired by a computer technician. Not only does she sing in the choir, but she also plays the piano. Not only does she sing in the choir, but she also plays the piano. They are not discovered. They are not discovered. I may not be a journalist every month. I may not be a journalist every month. I will study for my exam tomorrow. 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 Finally, after months of hard work, I was able to finish writing my book. Finally, after months of hard work, I was able to finish writing my book. She has to cook for her family tonight. She has to cook for her family tonight. Do you have to hunt after one night? Do you have to hunt after one night? Urgent, urgent. How many hours are there in a day? How many hours are there in a day? He is the most qualified of the candidates. He is the most qualified of the candidates. Where can I find the frozen food section? Where can I find the frozen food section? Get ready for the party. Get ready for the party. He could not impose occasionally. He could not impose occasionally. You should sell. You should sell. I am currently reading a book. I am currently reading a book. Will never undertake. Will never undertake. You don't need to thank me. You don't need to thank me. Is the service fee included in the bill? Is the service fee included in the bill? When are you leaving school? When are you leaving school? Don't they remember? Don't they remember? I will meet my friend tomorrow. I will meet my friend tomorrow. We went hiking in the mountains. We went hiking in the mountains. Do they become masseuses at noon? Do they become masseuses at noon? He can't settle in. He can't settle in. I can't believe I'm alive. I can't believe I'm alive. I don't deserve to be treated like this. I don't deserve to be treated like this. We were very pleased with the service of the restaurant. We were very pleased with the service of the restaurant. Mary is our QA team. Mary is our QA team. Do you age at sunset? Do you age at sunset? I hate you. I hate you. I'm weaker than John. I'm weaker than John. They don't get cold. They don't get cold. He was working on a puzzle. He was working on a puzzle. You should ask for help if you need it. You should ask for help if you need it. My other sister, Nicole, works as a branch manager at a large bank. My other sister, Nicole, works as a branch manager at a large bank. Shouldn't we like it? Shouldn't we like it? Whose car is parked outside? Whose car is parked outside? Should they be piloting next year? Should they be piloting next year? Tries to save money. Tries to save money. When I can't get pregnant. When I can't get pregnant. They just arrived at the airport. They just arrived at the airport. Can we create at sunset? Can we create at sunset? What is new? What is new? I have a coffee when I get home. I have a coffee when I get home. The error was repeated several times. The error was repeated several times. Is her stepdad a lawyer? Is her stepdad a lawyer? I'll have key lime pie for dessert. I'll have key lime pie for dessert. You have to study hard for your exams. You have to study hard for your exams. I'm researching right now. I'm researching right now. We cleaned the house all day. We cleaned the house all day. How many books are on the table? How many books are on the table? Where can I find breakfast cereals? Where can I find breakfast cereals? Should not accept. Should not accept. This board game requires strategy. This board game requires strategy. So-called. So-called. The taste of the food prepared by the cook was very good. The taste of the food prepared by the cook was very good. He takes time off from work. He takes time off from work. The baby smiled for the first time. The baby smiled for the first time. Is there a sushi counter in the store? Is there a sushi counter in the store? Let me have a coffee, please. Let me have a coffee, please. He has already packed his suitcase. He has already packed his suitcase. I had a cream in town. I had a cream in town. I just wanted to see if the world would really change. I just wanted to see if the world would really change. Can I return a defective product? Can I return a defective product? I called my friend on the phone. I called my friend on the phone. I will be doing. I will be doing. Did he notice at dusk? Did he notice at dusk? Shouldn't he hold? Shouldn't he hold? Were we always nanny? Were we always nanny? Night. Night. I need a vacation. I need a vacation. Was her aunt a shipper? Was her aunt a shipper? I'm taking a day off from work next week. I'm taking a day off from work next week. How to prepare shrimp tacos. How to prepare shrimp tacos. Can I use my smart card for contactless payments? Can I use my smart card for contactless payments? Will I stop after 2 centuries? Will I stop after 2 centuries? His grandfather was an inventor. His grandfather was an inventor. There is bad weather here all year round. There is bad weather here all year round. We usually have a family game night. We usually have a family game night. Was not often a filmmaker. Was not often a filmmaker. Such things. Such things. He wishes he hadn't quit his job before another job got in line. He wishes he hadn't quit his job before another job got in line. We went to a concert to support a local band. We went to a concert to support a local band. The city was very crowded. The city was very crowded. Developer at 1 a.m.? Developer at 1 a.m.? Sam has the least grapes. Sam has the least grapes. Is her aunt a rapper? Is her aunt a rapper? To leave. To leave. The article examines the effects of climate change on wildlife. The article examines the effects of climate change on wildlife. We didn't become blacksmiths right away. We didn't become blacksmiths right away. Responsible. Responsible. He forgot to buy milk from the market. He forgot to buy milk from the market. We are waiting for the bus to arrive. We are waiting for the bus to arrive. If you think it will help. If you think it will help. Does the afternoon have to kick a kick? Does the afternoon have to kick a kick? The movie we watched yesterday was a romantic comedy. The movie we watched yesterday was a romantic comedy. He rolls the dough. He rolls the dough. I've got a sore throat. I've got a sore throat. I will speak English with my children. I will speak English with my children. He had already left the office when I arrived. He had already left the office when I arrived. Should I bring an umbrella in case it rains? Should I bring an umbrella in case it rains? It is necessary to be organized. It is necessary to be organized. The baby cried all night, so the parents were tired in the morning. The baby cried all night, so the parents were tired in the morning. Your stepmother was a businessman. Your stepmother was a businessman. Surrender. Surrender. I won't get it in a minute. I won't get it in a minute. We visited that museum on our last vacation. We visited that museum on our last vacation. Can I experience it every day? Can I experience it every day? We hope to have a successful event. We hope to have a successful event. We write. We write. It is possible. It is possible. Will I impose? Will I impose? Is his son a travel agent? Is his son a travel agent? Duration. Duration. Crab salad. Crab salad. He will take a photo trip to the mountains. He will take a photo trip to the mountains. They will adopt a dog from the shelter. They will adopt a dog from the shelter. I will go to the airport by shuttle. I will go to the airport by shuttle. Inconsistency. Inconsistency. Do we eat often? Do we eat often? I'm taller than John. I'm taller than John. Haven't I denied it before? Haven't I denied it before? He was the brother's songwriter. He was the brother's songwriter. And nowadays almost everyone has a computer. And nowadays almost everyone has a computer. How many do you want? How many do you want? I have to take my car to the mechanic. I have to take my car to the mechanic. We were very impressed with the show. We were very impressed with the show. If you want to be healthy, you should not skip breakfast. If you want to be healthy, you should not skip breakfast. Is his stepbrother an athlete? Is his stepbrother an athlete? You must not suffer. You must not suffer. Did I understand? Did I understand? He was fined for parking in the no parking zone. He was fined for parking in the no parking zone. Rarely will he care. Rarely will he care. The restaurant was full of people. The restaurant was full of people. If he calls me, I will answer the phone. If he calls me, I will answer the phone. He couldn't find his keys anywhere. He couldn't find his keys anywhere. Would behave. Would behave. Can it fit? Can it fit? My husband is an ironer. My husband is an ironer. I made a special meal for my wife. I made a special meal for my wife. How about going to the museum on Saturday? How about going to the museum on Saturday? Who is our friend? Who is our friend? Can it reflect? Can it reflect? You will need to study for the exam. You will need to study for the exam. Do you sell fresh meat and poultry? Do you sell fresh meat and poultry? I am working. I am working. How many plates are on the table? How many plates are on the table? We need to implement some changes in our strategy. We need to implement some changes in our strategy. He was previously a banker. He was previously a banker. I think pizza tastes better than hamburgers. I think pizza tastes better than hamburgers. Was not visible now. Was not visible now. I'm sorry, I do not know. I'm sorry, I do not know. I will be happy if I get accepted to the university. I will be happy if I get accepted to the university. Afternoon. Afternoon. We are planning to go for a walk next weekend. We are planning to go for a walk next weekend. The price of our double rooms is $120 per night. The price of our double rooms is $120 per night. Later. Later. I don't have any free time today. I don't have any free time today. You will be waiting for the bus at 8. You will be waiting for the bus at 8. After 4 nights the chef should do it. After 4 nights the chef should do it. Didn't I reject the adder afterwards? Didn't I reject the adder afterwards? Shouldn't I be making jewelry at night? Shouldn't I be making jewelry at night? He is taking. He is taking. Where can I find snack bars? Where can I find snack bars? The pressure cooker cooks food quickly. The pressure cooker cooks food quickly. We will be leaving for our vacation next week. We will be leaving for our vacation next week. Harmless. Harmless. The book is very long, it will take some time to finish. The book is very long, it will take some time to finish. May never get it. May never get it. Epicenter. Epicenter. We must be kind to animals. We must be kind to animals. I will wake up. I will wake up. We must not be late for the meeting. We must not be late for the meeting. They take a nap after lunch. They take a nap after lunch. Can you show me how to say this in Spanish? Can you show me how to say this in Spanish? Satisfaction. Satisfaction. He likes to watch movies on weekends. He likes to watch movies on weekends. I can't see any lessons in today's English. I can't see any lessons in today's English. They were watching a movie when I arrived. They were watching a movie when I arrived. This kindness touched my heart. This kindness touched my heart. The team is studying for the football tournament. The team is studying for the football tournament. What will you do tomorrow? What will you do tomorrow? If I had the ability to read minds, I would use it wisely. If I had the ability to read minds, I would use it wisely. Tom is going to the movies and so am I. Tom is going to the movies and so am I. Thoughtful. Thoughtful. Should invite. Should invite. How much is this? How much is this? There is something. I have to tell you. I love you. There is something. I have to tell you. I love you. Mathematics is more difficult than English. Mathematics is more difficult than English. They argued over the little things, so they decided to seek couples therapy. They argued over the little things, so they decided to seek couples therapy. Responsible. Responsible. He loves swimming in the ocean. He loves swimming in the ocean. They will not wage war. They will not wage war. Shoppings means buying something from a store. Shoppings means buying something from a store. Modern art is not for me. Modern art is not for me. Can you give me some pain medicine? Can you give me some pain medicine? I have to buy a new phone because my phone is broken. I have to buy a new phone because my phone is broken. Avoid asking questions. Avoid asking questions. I go to the gym every day. I go to the gym every day. Why did you walk? Why did you walk? He won't stop until he catches the thief. He won't stop until he catches the thief. I can teach every year. I can teach every year. Let me know if you want me to pick you up. Let me know if you want me to pick you up. I've been playing the piano for hours, so I was able to perform the piece without errors. I've been playing the piano for hours, so I was able to perform the piece without errors. Can it add normally? Can it add normally? Is his grandfather a painter? Is his grandfather a painter? I won't go out if the ground is wet. I won't go out if the ground is wet. I spend all weekend with my sons. I spend all weekend with my sons. I don't know your mother. I don't know your mother. I'm so sorry, I don't feel like a friend tonight. I'm so sorry, I don't feel like a friend tonight. Was your uncle an artist? Was your uncle an artist? You are always welcome. You are always welcome. I have a stone son. I have a stone son. Rarely does it match? Rarely does it match? I have to finish my homework before I go out with my friends. I have to finish my homework before I go out with my friends. Can you provide account information? Can you provide account information? Sometimes the manager. Sometimes the manager. He said he will start a new job next week. He said he will start a new job next week. Offer. Offer. Pair. Pair. No need to apologize. It wasn't your fault. No need to apologize. It wasn't your fault. The cat was chasing the mouse. The cat was chasing the mouse. I'm waiting for the bus. I'm waiting for the bus. Didn't he insist? Didn't he insist? The dress is too expensive for my budget. The dress is too expensive for my budget. Could be a sociologist. Could be a sociologist. Don't make a decision after 3 weeks. Don't make a decision after 3 weeks. How breathtaking. How breathtaking. I just want you to be careful, okay? I just want you to be careful, okay? Can't they assume? Can't they assume? It's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. What time is it? What time is it? You shouldn't get it soon. You shouldn't get it soon. If I were a superhero, I would save the world. If I were a superhero, I would save the world. I hope this is not an inconvenience. I hope this is not an inconvenience. The book is very difficult for me to understand. The book is very difficult for me to understand. We want to plan the next sprint for the countries that are rolled out. We want to plan the next sprint for the countries that are rolled out. This is unreachable. This is unreachable. The message was answered immediately. The message was answered immediately. Can you be a hairdresser every day? Can you be a hairdresser every day? I have been studying English for 2 years. I have been studying English for 2 years. They were in Mexico in 2016. They were in Mexico in 2016. Can we check it annually? Can we check it annually? I think so too. I think so too. Please give us your account number. Please give us your account number. Can I get your help? Can I get your help? He couldn't be bothered every week. He couldn't be bothered every week. I shouldn't be engaged. I shouldn't be engaged. Have you ever been to a concert? Have you ever been to a concert? As soon as possible. As soon as possible. Should the musician be 2 weeks? Should the musician be 2 weeks? I want to see you. I want to see you. Do they start after 4 seconds? Do they start after 4 seconds? Nothing, just look. Nothing, just look. He exercised regularly, so he improved his fitness level. He exercised regularly, so he improved his fitness level. Don't I fly often? Don't I fly often? I'm going to have dinner with my family tonight. I'm going to have dinner with my family tonight. I have booked a vacation for the next month. I have booked a vacation for the next month. I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of heights. Where can I find a place to do laundry on campus? Where can I find a place to do laundry on campus? His car is very expensive. His car is very expensive. How to prepare turkey burgers. How to prepare turkey burgers. Had not been created before. Had not been created before. Bread maker is making fresh bread for breakfast. Bread maker is making fresh bread for breakfast. They finished 5 hours ago. They finished 5 hours ago. Then they get married at 4 a.m. Then they get married at 4 a.m. No hairdresser at night? No hairdresser at night? Wouldn't he touch? Wouldn't he touch? Would not remember. Would not remember. It could be the second man. It could be the second man. Do you need a license to drive a car? Do you need a license to drive a car? Scalable. Scalable. That vote. That vote. Should it be added from time to time? Should it be added from time to time? They play board games every night. They play board games every night. The computer crashes unexpectedly. The computer crashes unexpectedly. Can it be doctor? Can it be doctor? Twilight may not be binding. Twilight may not be binding. The children ate the cake. The children ate the cake.